There are also signs of disturbance here. That person seems to have a deep understanding of the 3 types of artifacts.
These and these, all the pages are charred. Someone who can disrupt reality from the illusory realm. He is not an ordinary person.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, sir. What are these books?
Ah, these are the records of 3 types of artifacts. You came here early in the morning just for this, didn't you?
Yes, and I had another strange dream last night. This one was particularly clear, and I even saw that person in the dream.
You say, you dreamt of that invader in the room from that day? Dreamland, 3 artifacts, mysterious invader.
No need to rush. The unsolved puzzles are the most charming. Besides, the matter of the 3 artifacts has been building up for thousands of years. It's not something that can be resolved overnight. As for the illusion you mentioned, I have some speculation, but still need to reconsider.
So, just wait a little longer?
Once things become clear, Brother Chin will let you know.
Good morning. For contracts, please head to the contract board on the left. Oh, it's you. Is this your first time taking a contract? Whether it's finding things, people or treasures, solving mysteries or slaying monsters, it's all in a day's work for the Adventurers Association. But stats show that 84% of newbies tend to pick treasure hunting as their first gig. The risk and difficulty aren't too high. You can handle it even without experience. Like this, for instance.
Oh, you beat me to it. It's rare to see such a lucrative lost and found contract. I was thinking about taking it too.
Well, then I will...
Hey, no worries. When it comes to taking on contracts, speed is key. Plus, you're new. It's always a good idea to bring along some people you know. More hands make light work, and it's good to have each other's back.
I wonder how Ming Yue and Senior Duanmu are doing. Maybe Fox will have some time to go check on them. Senior, I got you some eel pancakes and bananas. Woke up a bit late today, huh? Was it because of the drinks last night? Are you feeling okay?
When he came looking for the president, you were probably at the bar figuring out eel pancakes.
Thank you. The breakfast from the affairs department seems pretty good. The uniforms too. Ming Yue looks spirited with it. Thank you. Senior, you're looking good today too.
Not going to sit, or is there something you want to say?
I just accepted a contract. I was thinking of asking you guys to join me, but on the day of the trial... I'm fine. I'll go with you.
You should probably stay at the Adventurers Association and organize the documents and materials for the 3 types of artifacts. This task seems more important for both the association and him, don't you think?
Yeah, besides, there's that Fox. He seems to be pretty free too.
Speaking of which, Senior Duanmu, do you know about the stone flower?
Don't know. As the name implies, is it a flower that blooms between the stones? If there are no clues, you can also ask the contractor for details.
You're so absorbed in reading. Is it a letter from a pretty girl?
Just eat snacks and watch your words. If my brother hears you calling him a pretty girl...
I didn't say a thing. You look so serious. Did your brother ask you to go back for a blind date?
It would be nice if it was like that, but that guy is always clueless. Hasn't even taken the contract yet, but has already received the order from the Nine-Tailed King. It's really baffling.
So, welcome me. I'm here to invite you to take on a contract together, searching for the stone flower. Shall we do it together?
What a coincidence. Well, it's on my way. I'll walk with you.
On the way?
I'm reluctantly heading to the Starbloom Forest to deliver a package.
Ah, it's just a token from Mountain C's rank. Why all the fuss?
Stellar Silk Forest? What kind of place is that?
Aren't you looking for the stone flower? Or you don't know where it is? Oh, you really don't know. Well, it's a flower from the spiritual realm, so it's totally understandable if you don't know.
So the stone flower is in the Stellar Silk Forest, and the Stellar Silk Forest is in the spiritual realm?
Not exactly. The Stellar Silk Forest is near Sulan, but it is also considered part of the spiritual realm. I visited once with my father and brothers when I was young. The place is filled with lush vegetation, inhabited by numerous spirits, the spirit apes messing around, and flowers blooming on rocks. It's such a lively place.
It's way better than the quiet palace of floating clouds. Unfortunately, it's the territory of the Spirit Ape clan, so I can't really stay there for long.
Sounds like something out of a fairy tale. The Spirit Ape clan, they live in the Starbloom Forest?
The Spirit Ape clan was once the second most powerful tribe in the spiritual realm. Right after the Nine-Tailed, 1,000 years ago, there was a White Ape King in the Spirit Ape clan, who was the second strongest in the spiritual realm.
However, I heard that something happened in the Starbloom Forest. Not sure about the current situation. Let's go. The earlier we leave, the earlier we return. Tonight I still have a date with a beauty. No way! What happened to the Starbloom Forest to have come to this? Could it be the Spirit Ape clan's absence from the last Mountain Seas rank battle?
Fox, did you take a wrong way? This is way off. There isn't a single flower, let alone a stone flower.
No, I recognize this tree. Last time I was here it was lush and green and I, spent quite a while up there. It's come to this. No sign of the Spirit Ape clan. We should split up and look around.
There's a paint bucket over here, and also a old well. Is this a painting of an old monkey making a face? After thousands of years of decline, there's hope for revival. There's more to it.
How dare I underestimate you? It's just that clearing out monsters is also a form of training.
I can't believe I was saved by a kid. This is so embarrassing. I can't let anyone know. Anyway, I can't read it, so I'll just leave it for now. Let's check out other places.
Friend, are you here to mine or to search for treasure?
Grandpa Shu told me that this place used to be known as the Starbloom Forest, but now it's no longer called that.
We all refer to this place as the Spirit Ruins. Grandpa Shu explained that it means the ruins of the spiritual realm.
Why are you looking for the Spirit Apes? We just came out from the underground palace. There are so many. Those things. All are monkeys.
Other than that, I haven't seen a single living monkey, but I'd recommend you best steer clear of that underground palace. Just a friendly piece of advice.
This place is rich in valuable minerals, and there are these ores with smell of death. Some alchemists are really into that stuff.
Not far from here, there's an underground palace. It's said to be the relic of the once grand palace of the Starbloom Forest. Rumor has it, all the treasures of the Beast King are buried there. Stoneflower? Never heard of it. Is it something you're contracted to find? Maybe you should try looking somewhere else. All the plants here have probably died off a long time ago.
What's that sound? Over there it seems like something's going on. Don't worry, I'll check it out. It's a spirit ape! you. So you can talk? Here, take this. Phew, Grandpa Elder, what about the other Spirit Ape clan members living here?
At Grandpa's place, there are a lot of wood demons outside. Don't come out.
There are Ents outside, so the Spirit Ape clan hardly ever comes out. Can you take me to your Grandpa the Elder?
You're a good person. I'll take you there.
Is it too heavy? Let me carry it for you.
The food fell out.
Half a bun? What's all this stuff in here? Some leftover buns and half a pack of cookies. These potions are expired, right?
Everyone wants...
The demons no longer dare to invade the Starbloom Forest, but the White Ape King also lost his divine power. I can no longer protect the Starbloom Forest, so the king all alone left his homeland.
But still, Grandpa White Ape made it to the rank. He didn't lose.
Of course. The White Ape King eventually regained his power.
Grandpa, I found something to eat. And this person,
he saved me from the Ent.
Ever since we've hidden here, we've had very few human visitors to the Spirit Ape clan. Thanks for saving the kid, visitor from the human world.
Gave me this delicious. Here, Grandpa.
Thanks, but Grandpa doesn't need. You can share it with everyone else.
Elder, I have more here.
Thanks for your kindness, visitor. Your goodwill has been noted, but we don't need the pity of humans. As for the favor you did by saving that kid, our Spirit Ape clan will surely repay you. I'm guessing you didn't come to this desolate forest just to find us, the reclusive Spirit Apes, did you?
I'm here in search of the legend of the Stoneflower. My companion told me that it grows in the Starbloom Forest.
Stoneflower. Come with me, visitor. This is all our clan can offer as repayment now.
I've overthrown you!
Let's go again. How can I make it to the Mountain Seas rank if I can't beat you?
Easy. What new drug has the little one brought this time?
We're here. Visitor, that's the Stoneflower.
What is this statue?
This is probably the last Stoneflower in the Starbloom Forest. It's also the only offering our clan has left to place before the statue of our ancestors.
Hang in there just a little longer. We're almost there, You can rest soon. Don't collapse here.
Where are the branches? Can anyone help me pick up a couple? His leg is broken. It needs to be set.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I finally found some clothes that can fit.
Using branches to set the broken bones, tearing clothes into strips for bandages to stop the bleeding, just like that. I have usable medicine and bandages here. Can it be done?
Thank you for your kindness, visitor. The Spirit Ape clan isn't ungrateful. We will always remember the favor you did for our clan today.
Even though it's bandaged, the bleeding won't stop. I don't know where the fox has gone. Perhaps he has a solution.
It's no use, but still, thank you. Probably because of some kind of witchcraft.
I was just thinking of looking for you, and you've come. Is there any way to help them? The healing medicine seems to be ineffective on them. Could it be that our medicine doesn't suit the Spirit Ape clan?
Strange. My brother once told me that the Spirit Ape clan is known for their physical strength and exceptional ability to regenerate, even without medicine. This kind of wound shouldn't keep bleeding. Why need to invoke the power of the Azure Kirin?
The power of the Azure Dragon? You are a messenger from the spirit world?
The battle for the Mountain Seas rank has started again. It's been another 300 years, huh? But looking at the state of our clan today, I'm afraid.
I guess no one can join the Mountain Seas rank battle anymore, huh? Apart from you, the other Spirit Apes barely have any cultivation to speak of. They're even covered in wounds.
What is this? It looks familiar.
Didn't you see it during the trial? It's the leaves of the Azure Kirin wood. Azure Kirin is the master of life. This thing might just be able to heal their injuries. Let's skip the formalities. What's going on? Who is this thief shaman, and what's in the underground palace?
And what about the king and the ancestral relics? Why is it necessary to break through that underground palace?
Even though it's like throwing an egg against a rock, all we can do now is just this. The king and our ancestral Sarira, they've all been sealed in the White Ape Temple by that thief shaman Yuan Song. 1,000 years ago, when the ancestors were still around, our tribe was second only to the Nine-Tailed in the spiritual realm. We ruled over Starbloom, respectable on mountain and sea rank. Even today, we are still in awe of the charisma of our former king. But after our white ape ancestor passed away, those glory days vanished. Over the past 1,000 years, we've been hoping to restore our ancestors' brilliance, but our fortunes have dwindled with no hope in sight. It wasn't until 300 years ago that our clan finally saw a glimmer of hope. Our ruler, the Beast King Yuan Hong, retrieved the Sarira of our white ape ancestor from the spiritual realm. Thanks to our ancestors' Sarira, our clan's cultivation has significantly improved. There's hope for the revival of the Spirit Ape clan. Also, the Starbloom Forest was showing signs of decay, and only through relentless training can we heal the forest. Those were the best days for our clan in 1,000 years. If it weren't for that incident, the king would have surely made a comeback in the Mountain Sea's rank, restoring our ancestors' glory. Nobody would have guessed that the shaman Yuan Song would betray the king back then. That day, it felt like the end of the world. The forest is quaking and shivering. The temple is crumbling and sinking. As soon as the sun rises, it plunges into an endless night. Trees were falling down. The young child couldn't get away. It was too late to save him. I was running around with my tribe. There were cries of despair and broken bodies everywhere. In a panic, we fell into a cave. We hid underground and survived. After the earthquake stopped, when we came out, what we saw.
It's nothing more than a graveyard. A ruined Starbloom forest littered with bones everywhere.
But why did the shaman betray us, if that period was really that good?
It's unknown to all. The thief shaman was the king's mentor, and they were once as close as father and son. Even though they had disagreements before the temple incident, no one could have ever imagined. The Sarira of our ancestors, the Starbloom Forest, has also fallen into disrepair. Now, no matter how hard the children train, it seems to be all for naught.
Sure, there are many paths to cultivation in the spiritual realm. But no matter which one you choose, you gotta resonate with nature. The forest has been killed off. No way it's gonna respond to you.
We who have lived through the changes in the temple have also come to a standstill in our training. Over 100 years have passed. My kin, one by one, died off. Now, only I remain. Nowadays, even Ents dare to bully the lone children, forcing us to relocate here. As for my frail body, how much time is left when I'm no longer around?
Once the runner-up of the Mountain Sea's rank in the spiritual realm, now being bullied by the Ent sprites. If what the Elder said is true, all the past is buried in the collapsed White Ape Temple. I'm heading to the White Ape Temple to check things out. The matters of the spiritual realm don't concern you. Now that you've found the Stoneflower, you should...
No, I'll go with you. Looking at those spirit apes, I'm afraid the underground palace might be quite dangerous.
That's fine. So you won't have to worry about me when you're out. Just kidding, don't glare at me. Before anything else, you should settle your contract first.
But this flower is meant for the final sacrifice. Got it. Capturing the image of this flower in the crystal is like discovering the legend of the Stoneflower.
thanks to both of you, the temple is treacherous. And even though we want to help, we're really powerless. All we know is that there's a vine seal at the entrance of the temple, set up by a thief shaman.
Vine seal? Hey Tilda, no big deal, don't worry.
That's right. The power of the forest is indeed insignificant in front of the Fox Clan's prince. Even after being sealed, there's still a bunch of minions belonging to the thief shaman. Even in death, they still follow his commands. Extra caution is needed here. That vine seal, even if broken, can repair itself back to its original state. If we can't defeat the minions of the thief shaman and the seal is resealed, it's a dead end either way.
Vines represent life. Lost souls represent death. The interplay of life and death creates a complex situation. I see. It's indeed the inheritance worthy of the Mountain Sea's rank runner-up.
To make a breakthrough in this formation, our people suffered countless casualties. We didn't have the strength to confront the thief shaman from the past. After this formation, we don't know anything. Head straight east from here and you'll find the temple. I can't accompany you, so please be careful.
It's getting darker as we go. Can't see anything clearly here.
Dare you to make it brighter in here?
Come here. You're kidding me. Without any cultivation, they use brute force to break through the vines? It's only natural they'd face backlash. No wonder those monkeys ended up so injured.
That's simple. You're pretty reliable.
Haha, actually, I haven't even started yet, but there's a hint of Azure Kirin wood in this seal. It just dissipated on its own because it resonated with me.
No matter what, it's good that it can be unlocked. You're really versatile, being able to act as a key, a candlestick, and even a teleportation charm. Didn't see any thief shaman subordinates. Why are there so many stone monkey statues? And they're so exquisitely crafted, looking just like living creatures. Everything is turned into ashes. Are these the subordinates of the shaman that the Elder mentioned? Why are they stone statues?
It's a sealing spell. They were probably sealed like this in a blink of an eye. But what I'm more interested in is the arrangement of these stone monkeys. Didn't you notice? The road right in the middle of the platform is completely empty, with stone monkeys only gathering on either side. Could it be that someone has beaten us to it?
Someone's been here. Could it possibly be him?
Dressed in black with a sword? Probably around 13 or 14 years old? No way.
Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. Do you owe him money?
More like that kid probably owes me money, but let's not talk about that. There is no way ahead. There might be a mechanism here. Let's search around. Everything's upside down and out of order. I bet this mural is where the mechanism is hidden. synchronized breathing, moving limbs. I see this was the method the Spirit Ape clan used to cultivate with the help of the White Ape Sarira back in the day. But it's strange, the situation in the mural. It's like it's absorbing some kind of power.
Why is it odd? If you're cultivating, isn't absorbing power part of the norm?
This is different. Humans indeed have a way of cultivating that involves absorbing the power of Stellar. But it's not the same in the spiritual realm. Even though the cultivation methods vary among different races, they all ultimately resonate with the force of nature.
But this mural, instead of resonating, it seems more like it's just seizing the power of nature.
Put it in a way you can understand. This method of training is like me taking away your crystal. The way we cultivate in the spiritual realm is by forming a trio team, sharing—
Thanks, that's a vivid analogy.
I just thought our conversation was getting serious, so I wanted to discuss something more enjoyable. If we keep discussing things like, the difficulty in healing injuries for the Spirit Apes might be due to this reason, or things are becoming more complicated, I might become like Wang Bro.
Is it you?
Long time no see, little Xuanji. Have you missed me? The power of the Azure Kirin Wood is fluctuating wildly. Step back. Phew, that was close. Although it was only a branch of Qingling Wood, if it exploded, the entire underground palace would instantly collapse.
They'd rather perish together with us than let us enter the underground palace. What kind of secrets could be hidden deep within the palace?
Oh, right. You didn't participate in the history class of the Spirit Ape clan, so you don't know what's in the temple. But then, what brings you to such a dangerous place?
The Trials of the Imperial Shrine. Rumor has it, this place not only holds treasures from the spiritual realm, but is also haunted by ghosts.
But I remember, aren't these high-risk relics outside the scope of experience for Imperial Shrine interns? If your mother finds out...
How would my mother know if you don't say?
To tell or not, it all depends on my mood. But you did quite well just now. Seems like you're not far off from mastering Sky Return.
Let's save the small talk for later. Right now, we should focus on the matter of the underground palace, based on what you just said. Do you know something?
This one here is the shaman doctor who once incited a rebellion, also the reason behind the temple's collapse.
He seems to have lost his sanity, so we probably won't get anything from him.
But as Wang Wei pointed out, there's still no sign of Beast King Yuan Hong and the White Ape Sarira, so we have no choice but to delve deeper into the underground palace and figure out what's really going on.
No way. The moment the illusion fails, this old monkey will immediately detonate the Azure Kirin branch. For safety, I have to stay. The rest is up to you guys.
There's also a statue of the White Ape King here. If it were up to me, I'd rather smash it than let my ancestors witness this scene of decay.
Rise and fall are the worldly principles, but can the spiritual realm not be an exception with its power?
Thinking so much at such a young age. Be careful not to lose your hair. Here, take this. It might come in handy if you run into the Vine Seal again.
Scripture of death again? The fox definitely won't let him off that easily.
These rolling logs, They seem to be related to the power of Azure Kirin.
The mechanism must be at the end of the hallway, I suppose. Thanks for your work. You're really good at this. Can I extend an invitation to join the Imperial Shrine their behalf?
Huh? Thanks. But I think the Adventurers Association is pretty good. This tone doesn't sound...
Please consider this invitation. There's no way out. There might be a mechanism. Let's have a look around.
All along the way, it's been dead quiet everywhere, but here it's like a hidden paradise. No wonder it's a tribe only second to the Fox family.
It's the sound of the Beast King. Watch out! There's a deep grudge and brutality in that roar.
Being sealed for over 100 years, perhaps it has lost its mind like that shaman.
I wish it was just that. I always have this feeling that things aren't as simple as Wang Wei made it sound.
The Fox said something similar when it saw the mural mechanism before.
Absorbing the power of nature. I know little about the cultivation path in the spirit realm, but if Wang Yue says so, in any case, you and I must be very cautious when we encounter the Beast King.
First things first, we gotta figure out how to get there. The trestle looks like it's been shattered in the quake. There's probably no mechanism. Got it. Since this staff can control vines, then these vines...
Don't enter. It's a mistake. We all made a mistake. The king, Starbloom, the forest.
Humans, how dare you desecrate the Sarira of our ancestors? If you don't give it back, I, the king, will rip you to shreds.
Luckily, it's not too late. You both okay?
You dare to show your face before me again? Is it because you've got these helpers, teacher?
Your Majesty.
Just mere humans, mere sinners. You dare confront the century-old hatred of the Beast King from the spiritual realm.
The one who killed in the Starbloom Forest? Such arrogance, not even knowing the true path of the White Ape King's cultivation, yet so full of pride in the spiritual realm. The so-called training with the White Ape Sarira is just extracting the spiritual veins of the Starbloom Forest. Didn't I tell you? The forest has been killed. The spirit ruins we see today are nothing but the remains of the Starbloom Forest. And the one who killed the forest? That would be the Beast King standing right before us. Alas, even today, the spirit apes still guard the remains of the forest, knowing nothing about the past.
The Ancestors' relic is in your hands.
Manipulating the Nine-Tailed? Ha! You're the hopeless one, Beast King. You're the one who crushed the hopes of the Spirit Ape Clan. You're the one who led the Spirit Ape Clan to their current predicament.
Was it the Spirit Ape Shaman who informed you? Or had you already figured it out?
Just guessing. My brother once said, the Azure Kirin God Tree can understand people's hearts. The Azure Kirin Wood would never accept those with ulterior motives, let alone be manipulated. The decline of the Starbloom Forest in the past was the result of extracting spiritual veins. As the king and shaman of the Spirit Ape Clan, they knew the truth about training 100 years ago.
The Starbloom Forest. It's been the homeland of our clan for generations. Even if we need to restore the glory of our ancestors, how could we ever abandon our home?
The day we return to the Mountain Seas rank, our clan will surely be revived. The day the Spirit Ape Clan is restored, we will definitely save the Starbloom Forest. I, as the king, have already made such a promise, but you insisted on going your own way, leading to today.
Your Majesty, that's not the proper way of training. Anyway, things have come to this. It's all karma. Any further argument is just useless.
Useless again? Just because of one word, useless, you didn't hesitate to destroy the token and steal the Sarira. You've trapped me in this prison cage, not seeing the light of day for 100 years.
Revive the Spirit Ape Clan and save the Starbloom Forest? Talk about be poles apart, that's it is. You can't see what the Starbloom Forest looks like, can you? Nor the current state of the Spirit Ape Clan. Could you lend me your crystal? Thousands of miles of desolation, all living beings in decline. This is what you have done.
Impossible. This can't be. Don't think you can fool me. This is definitely not the Starbloom Forest. The spiritual veins of the Starbloom Forest are abundant. Even if you extract a bit, it wouldn't end up like this.
Indeed. It's always easier to deceive yourself than to face the harsh reality. You might as well forget about the Battle of the Temple. Forget how you once utilized the White Ape Sarira during that battle. Just keep hiding deep within your seal, keeping your ridiculous hatred. Until your clan has paved the way here with their lives, you cannot walk out stepping on their bones!
Clan members, skeletons. Oh, the cunning Nine-Tailed is still fooling me. I won't believe a single word of these absurdities. The Spirit Ape Clan is the leader of Starbloom. How could it possibly?
Your clan is trying to find you here. Despite being hurt by the mechanism, even risking their lives, they have not given up yet.
My clansmen are looking for me?
Exactly. They've been searching. Even if they can't overcome the mechanisms in the temple, even though there are so many vengeful ghosts in the temple.
The tribesmen, they died for me. What about the others? How are they now?
I spotted a little spirit ape, scavenging for food in the miscellaneous items left behind by the expedition. After finally finding some food, it carefully guarded it, planning to bring it back to its tribe.
This can't be. It just can't. How did my clan fall so far? Descendants of the runner-up in the Mountain Seas rank. How could this happen?
Despite everything, they still yearn to return to the Mountain Seas rank, even if they can no longer cultivate, even if they're bullied by Ents.
The forest's spiritual veins have dried up, so our people can't train. The past leader of all spirits is now being pushed around by Ents.
I've met Yuan Lin, who is the current elder of the Spirit Ape Clan. They've always been in the dark about the truth of the temple, and to this day, they still harbor hatred for this shaman.
Hands and feet have turned into stone, body into clay. The spirit is completely worn away, the soul already burnt out. All to maintain this 100-year seal, all to protect the Starbloom Forest. It's just...
The king was right. I couldn't save the Starbloom Forest after all. I've cut off the hope of my people, causing countless of my kin to languish in this temple for centuries.
Just as the clan knows, I am the true sinner of the Spirit Ape clan. One misstep and 100 years go astray. What we've sought for 1,000 years in the end returns to dust. How could it all be your fault? If there's blame to be had, I'm the one with the deepest sins.
Great Shaman, why go to such lengths? Even if you use up all your soul, you can only manage to save his life.
He didn't have much time left. The 100-year seal was no small feat. His soul and spirit were already drained. Now it's nothing more than a last light. All thanks to the power of the Azure Kirin Wood. Let him fulfill his final wish, before proceeding to the Soul World, if only he could have fewer regrets.
When sanity fades and memories are lost, for him, perhaps this kind of oblivion is a form of release.
Huh? A Spirit Ape wood carving? No, it seems like it's been mended. Could it possibly be a token from the Mountain Seas rank battle that happened 300 years ago?
The king still carries it after all these years.
The battle for the Mountain Seas rank is about to start again, but our tribe doesn't have another White Ape king. What's the point of forcing you to join the battle? Never mind.
Useless. I'm useless. There's no way I could ever become the White Ape ancestor.
I've let down my teacher and disappointed my clan. I can't even uphold the honor of the Spirit Ape clan.
Just can't do it. Just can't do it. Just can't do it.
No one acknowledges, can't get admitted. No matter what you do, there's no outcome.
Even if the wood carvings can be fixed, what's lost couldn't...
How ridiculous! The White Ape King was once so glorious. Who would have thought that the later generations would end up like this?
You! Who are you? Go away! The Spirit Ape clan doesn't need outsiders meddling in our affairs.
The glory of our ancestors might be forsaken, but the pride of the Beast King, that's something we can't put down. Well, they are an old friend after all, out of respect for...
All the karma in the world, nothing but self-made. Remember, what I give you today, you'll have to pay back someday.
The Sarira of the White Ape ancestor? You...
All the karma in the world, nothing but self-made. Remember, all the karma in the world, nothing but self-made. Remember, what I give you today...
Hey, are you alright? What's wrong?
Do you want to avoid it? I just spotted someone you might not want to meet.
So it turns out everything ultimately started because of me. The mistakes of 100 years finally being made right. And I have you guys to thank for ending all of this. In the end, there's one more thing I need to entrust to you. Please take the king and the white ape Sarira to Yuanlin and this Azure Kirin staff. Inside it, there's the cultivation method of the white ape king from back in the day. This is the spirit ape's 1,000-year heritage, not an evil way to extract spirit veins.
Great shaman. Rest assured, all matters at the White Ape Temple have been taken care of. Let's head back.
Go on. From now on, I can't take care of you anymore, nor hold you back. You've never let me down. It's me who has failed you. What the Spirit Ape clan has been seeking for 1,000 years, it's too heavy to put it on you. It's so cruel. Destroying that wooden carving. I was just hoping for you to be carefree and unrestrained. Never thought it would harm you like this. From now on, there's no more responsibilities of the Spirit Ape clan, no more bindings from the temple's seal. The world is vast, not limited to the Starbloom Forest. Feel free to roam, to follow your heart's desires. Even though it might just be for a brief moment, I still wish for you to be relieved.
Even though the sanity is no longer there, the emotions can't be wiped away. Perhaps this is the best finale.
Once upon a time, Azure Emperor traveled through Nuanor. He once sighed about the 7 sufferings of the world. One of them was known as Pursuit but Fail. I didn't understand what seeking but not finding was before, but now, seeing the current Stellar Silk Forest.
When it comes down to it, it's all because of that mysterious man. If it weren't for him, the Spirit Ape clan wouldn't be in such a mess.
The illusory realm of the Adventurers Association. 3 types of artifacts. The White Ape Sarira. There's a lot going on. I need to head back to the Fox Palace and ask her about it. Ugh, what a headache. Let's not talk about this for now. Come on. I bet Yuanlin is still waiting for us.
You have returned. Did you get to see the king and Sarira of the Ancestor? Since the shaman's staff is here, I guess you guys have already slain that thief shaman. We're deeply grateful. Is the king well? Can we enter the temple and bring the king back?
What the Spirit Ape clan knows is drastically different from the truth. If I blurt it out, they might be unacceptable, but if I don't say anything...
We've seen them, but they're no longer with us. They entrusted us to deliver these to you. And this little spirit ape, we discovered it in the underground palace. Please take good care of him.
Now that the issue with the White Ape Temple has been sorted out, I gotta ask, what's next for the Spirit Ape clan? The Azure Kirin Wood has the power to revive. With the Azure Kirin Wooden Staff, we can fix up the Starbloom Forest. However, the process is incredibly lengthy. It might even take thousands of years, or more. But there will come a day when the Starbloom Forest will recover its former glory.
For thousands of years, the Starbloom Forest couldn't be restored, and our people couldn't continue their training. The children can only struggle to survive like this.
Or maybe, the Elder could lead the clan to relocate to Yingling County. The Forest of 100 Badgers, right between the Fox Palace and Yingling Town, is a perfect spot for the Spirit Ape clan to settle. Training in Yingling may indeed give birth to a second White Ape King.
Choosing between the importance of our homeland or the goals we've aspired to for thousands of years, it's up to me to make this decision.
My frail body lacks the talent of a king. What should I do?
How could I let go of the goals and the glory of the entire tribe that we've pursued for millennia?
Carrying the burden for 1,000 years. Isn't it time to put it down? For the Spirit Ape clan today, the Mountain Seas rank is just too heavy.
You're right. Letting go of obsessions could indeed be a new beginning. Mr. Ninetail, we've decided to stay here and guard our hometown. From now on, the Spirit Ape clan will spare no effort to heal the Starbloom Forest, but how would the familiar of the White Ape ancestor judge this? Spirit Ape's ancestor, if you were still here, how would you have decided?
The Starbloom Forest is no longer what it once was, but we've decided to stay in our hometown, waiting for the day the Starbloom Forest comes back to life.
From this point forward, the Spirit Ape clan is destined to remain silent for thousands and thousands of years on the Mountain Seas rank. Here's hoping our ancestral familiars can forgive us. Although I can't witness it, one day, stone flowers will bloom all over this wilderness.
Let's say our goodbyes here. I need to return to Yingling. I wish I could stay longer, but this matter involves the spiritual realm. I have to let my brother know.
I'll go with you. Now that the journey with the Imperial Shrine has come to an end, I should head back to Star Era.
Yo, are you worried about what's gonna happen when you go back? After all, you've been out here on your own for quite a while. Your dad, your mom, and Mr. Liu, they must be really worried about you, huh? Miss Liu from the Liu family would say I failed in my duty to protect you, and then she would be melancholic.
So she entrusted her to you. Didn't you claim to be the best at dealing with girls?
I've already got the stoneflower species, and I need to fulfill the contract first. Are you guys leaving right away?
What? You can't bear to part with me? Don't be like that. It puts me in a tough spot. All right. Without this, once the affairs of the Fox Palace are settled, this young master will come back to Sulan to hang out with you guys.
You're right. Without goodbyes, there would be no reunions. I'm really looking forward to your gifts.
Hello there. Would you like to buy flowers? For the family, friends, or your beloved?
No, I'm an adventurer who took on your quest. I'm here to deliver stoneflower seeds.
Huh? I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize it. Where are the seeds of the stoneflower? Craving for a future that's as elusive as the void, let go of the beauty held in hands. The treasures once held eventually crumbled into dust, and the future sought after turned into a mere mirage. Is this what they call pursuit but fail? Gave it my all, risked everything, yet the wish is still too far to touch.
Better inform the Sir and the President as soon as possible.
Sir, Guild Leader, I'm back.
Looking at you, my young friend, you seem to have been through some hardship. I heard you went to the Spirit. Was there any trouble during your journey?
There is nothing wrong. but I found a clue about that individual in the spirit ruins.
Oh, the Spirit Ruins Beast King? It's even connected to the spiritual realm? Ha 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 ha! Looks like we're not the only ones with a headache. All right then, I'll send someone to visit the Fox King at the Palace of Floating Clouds tomorrow, but there's something else that's bothering me. The child said, I saw the Beast King's memories in the Spirit Ape wood carving, which is somewhat similar to your divination.
Peering into destiny?
Leader, please don't reveal. It's my place to inform my junior friend. Just that.
Divination. Are those the illusions I've been seeing?
What was mentioned?
As Dean Liu said,
Ha ha ha. After searching for so long, I finally found it without any effort. The 3 artifacts have been lost for thousands of years, but now we have a new clue.
Artifact? Clue?
Back then, the divine text was found by the God Language Academy in the copy of The Wheel of Determining Fate. Besides the artifact copies in the Adventurer Association, there is probably no other place with these divine texts.
Determining? Wheel of Fate?
young friend, have you ever heard of the name Ancient 3 Artifacts?
No. What is the connection between the 3 artifacts and our 3 types of artifacts?
Smart. The so-called 3 artifacts are the magical weapons held by the 3 founders of the Adventurer Association. It's just that they've been lost for a long time. The artifact of the Adventurers Association is now recreated based on the founder's legend. The Destiny Compass is modeled after one of the 3 artifacts, the Wheel of Determining Fate.
So the divine words I've seen are related to the artifact compass?
Not bad. What you saw back then, my friend, was the divine script engraved on the Wheel of Judgment that rules destiny. Do you still remember the divine language in the illusion of the association that day?
Were they the ones that appeared on me before you arrived?
It wouldn't hurt to indicate with hand gestures.
Have you made up your mind? To continue existing in such a form at any cost? The price you've paid is unimaginable even to me.
In the distant future, at the end of time.
Wouldn't you have any regrets?
Who could possibly predict how the future will turn out? All I know is that if I don't do this, I will regret it tomorrow.
Is it true to utterly free him? Or is it to see him again?
No matter what, I need to see him once more. Those who have let me down, those who owe me at the very least.
What sound was that? The compass seems to be malfunctioning.
There actually is a second person in this world who possesses the art of peering into destiny. Did you gain anything from your dream just now, my friend?
I used to have the same dream all the time, but it seems that there was something more just now. I heard someone speaking. Her voice, it sounded so determined, yet filled with sadness.
I can't really pick up any solid clues from their words. Anything else?
There's also a snippet of singing, like a fragment of a song.
The music varies from Nuanor, and the emotions in the melody can't be replicated.
My friend, you still look confused. Feel free to ask your questions one by one.
The dream you just had is a part of the art of peeping fate. Interpreting the scripture rune recorded in the Wheel of Fate, that is the spell to activate Peering into Fate.
Connecting with the constellation above, peeping into the principles of life below, is called Peeping Fate. Dreams, scriptures, or memories attached to objects all belong to this art.
Predicting the future, seeing through the past, that's a very rare talent. Of those gifted people I've met besides Brother Chin, you are the only one.
Huh?
Currently, you cannot use the art of peeping fate freely, so the things you can see are naturally limited. When you truly master it, you may not only be able to peek, but possibly reverse causality and change fate.
That's amazing! Since you also know the art of peering into destiny, can you actually do it?
Destiny is like a raging wave, with steep cliffs and valleys at times, and rocky reefs at others. Human power may be like tiny pebbles, or like naturally formed islets. However, rivers cannot flow backwards, and seawater cannot return to streams. The so-called changing fate is often nothing more than a big dream. I hope you don't harbor such thoughts.
So, those illusions and strange dreams are all related to the peering into destiny technique? Those messy things are actually an incredible ability. Moreover, it is also related to the legendary artifact. It doesn't seem real at all. Am I dreaming again?
Don't worry, my friend. The peering into destiny is profound and mysterious, and difficult to explain all at once. Instead of getting entangled in this, you might as well go seek the melody from your dream. Searching through ancient scrolls and listening to others tell old stories can be tiresome. One must personally strive to explore and solve the mysteries to truly enjoy it.
The gentleman is right. Searching for the musical rhythm, yes. Mingwei seems to be very knowledgeable in music. Maybe she will know.
Being so focused on talking about the peering into destiny, I forgot to tell you that when you went to the spirit ruins, someone from the sea folks came to pick up Mingyue, and she has already returned to Aquatic Bay. How about this? You go with Duanmu to find her, and on the way, say hello to the sea folks chief for me. Your compass is broken. Take this one with you. An adventurer on a quest can't do without 3 artifacts.
Thanks, President. But speaking of which, was my compass damaged by the peering into destiny technique?
Otherwise, you think it's broken? An artifact from the Adventurers Association can't be so fragile? Duanmu is next door organizing information about the 3 artifacts. You should go find him.
Senior Duanmu?
Huh? What's the matter?
Senior Duanmu, I finally know why my compatibility with the compass is so good. I finally know what those dreams and illusions are. Originally, I saw the scripture language on the Wheel of Determining Fate. I will also have the same art of peering into destiny as the teacher.
Congratulations. You really have a connection with Magus Chin. Did you come to me just to say this?
No, when I was practicing the peering into destiny, I heard a song. Sir said this song is related to my affairs, and asked us to go to Aquatic Bay to see Mingyue together. Does Senior Duanmu have time, or do you need to rearrange these materials? Senior Duanmu, it turns out you also like to slack off.
It's entrusted by others, and it's inconvenient to refuse.
Huh? Senior Duanmu also has someone he can't reject?
I never reject challenges, but I really want to reject troublesome people like you approaching. Do you know why the President asked you to find me?
Isn't it to go to Aquatic Bay with Mingyue?
He left the explanation work to me again. They want you to join my adventure team.
Ah, Senior
Senior's adventure team?
Yes, my quest is to search for the long-lost ancient 3 divine artifacts. It's probably because you have a deep connection with the Wheel of Destiny that they assigned you to me.
So you hope that I can work with you to find the 3 artifacts? Is it possible that by finding them, we can understand the matters of the peering into destiny?
You can say that. Let's go to the aquatic bay first. Take a boat from the port, and you'll arrive quickly.
So, Senior Duanmu, do you have any connection with the 3 divine artifacts?
I found some clues about the 3 divine artifacts.
Oh, I see. No wonder that person approached you.
He.
During the trial, Mingye seemed to really like the crab roe soup bun here. I'll go and get her one.
Sure, I'll go buy some honey-flavored rice cakes too.
By the way, why does Senior Duanmu like sweets?
Huh?
You don't look like someone who would have that kind of preference.
You do seem to have a strong curiosity.
Tickets for the closing ceremony of the music festival have always... Even with money, you may not be able to get one. It's like that every year.
Huh, there are concerts that you can't even...
Yes, sorry about that. Today's music festival is not only a concert, but also a...
This young master couldn't care less. If you don't take my money, don't blame me for being... This young master will wait right here. Without tickets...
Hey, this isn't good, is it?
Defend the honor of the young master. Protect the dignity of the young master.
Wait for it. This young master will be back.
Thank you. Thank you for your help. Fortunately, you were here. You're welcome. It was just a helping hand. What happened just now?
The guy just now couldn't buy tickets for the festival. He came to cause trouble for us.
Tidal Choral Music Festival? I think I've heard of it before.
Yes, it lasts for 7 days, and today is the last day. Are you 2 adventurers? Were you going to the music festival?
No, we're just going to Aquatic Bay to look for someone.
All right, I'll arrange a ferry for you. Please, this way.
You 2 bored over here?
Come to think of it, didn't we get in without tickets the last time we went to the music festival?
You are right. We usually don't need a ticket, and everyone can listen.
But on the last day of the music festival every year, there's some sort of ceremony for the sea folks.
Hey, is that a door on that rock over there?
That's the floating whale Tori.
This is actually a tourist attraction. It's said to have come from the floating whale, the homeland of the sea folks. They say if you go through it, you can get to another world. But who knows if it's true?
The conch house is just up ahead. If it's not too much trouble, could you guys leave a positive review?